Welcome to the Social Media Makeover with Marina Simone. I am the CEO and founder of Moms and Heels. I teach busy moms how to build a brand from scratch online with social media, even with anxiety. And I am excited that you are here. Welcome to day one. Let me give you a little kind of like a synopsis or like itinerary of what you can look forward to in these next 5 days. I think that's important because one thing I can tell you is that when I'm going to teach you something, it ain't going to be probably what everybody else is saying. There's a reason for that. The way everybody else does things might not work for you. And so I really wanted to pull back the curtain, show you guys behind the scenes of me rebranding my social media profiles, how I'm going to make them look, why I decided to make them look that way, and how you can do the same thing. It's important to me that I am teaching and sharing with you what I'm actually using and not what the other gurus out there are saying, because I think that's important. So whether you're here and you're an affiliate marketer, you're a digital marketer, you're selling someone else's courses, you're selling your own courses, you're in network marketing, you're in affiliate sales, you're an online influencer, I want you to know that I know what it's like to feel like there's so many spinning plates and you don't know where to begin. And most people skip over this part because they don't think it's that important. And I will tell you that the way your social media looks does matter. It's going to be that magnet that attracts other people to you and the types of people that come to you, whether it's the color, whether it's the branding, whether it's the words, whether it's the SEO, whether it's your mission statement, whether it's your posts, that matters. It's going to either repel people or attract people. And that's okay, by the way. Like, repelling people is not a bad thing, just so you know. Okay? So I'm excited because these next 5 days, we're going to dive deep. We're going to talk about Facebook and Instagram, the two platforms that right now I think are the most important for you to really have your social media pop, because you could do a lot of repurposing on all the other platforms with these two. Now, I know some of you are going to be like,
this isn't going to work for me because I'm not an influencer.
Yeah, I wasn't either. And I work with the average person. I help the average mom make money so they can go from cubicle to throne. So I want you to know right now, if you're like, oh my God, this is a course for influencers, it's really not. It's really for the average person. Okay, let's get started. Now, if you're not convinced that social media is something that you need to spend time on, here's a statistic that probably is going to blow your mind. We probably are assuming, or you are probably assuming, that everybody's already on social media. Everybody's already on, Instagram. It's actually not true. There is room for massive growth. Social media users are expected to be in the 5.17 billion numbers for users. Think about that for a second. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of humans. The amount of time that people are spending on social media has increased to 151 minutes engaging on social media platforms. 151 minutes. Engaging on social media platforms. What does that mean? People are not just scrolling. That means that people are spending time engaging with accounts. And so I want you to think about that for a second. One of the things that we want to make sure is that we are inviting on our social medias. We are inviting. Our language is inviting. The look is inviting. We don't want to be intimidating. We want to be inviting. But this is what got me extremely excited. This number right here. And let me tell you why. The number of followers does not equal the amount of money that you can make. How do I know? Because I have clients that have 250,000 plus followers and they don't make any money. Why? They come to me and they're like,
I have this following, but I don't know how to make money from it.
And I'm helping them do that. So you would assume that because someone has millions of followers, they're making all this money. It's not true. If you don't have systems in place, if you don't know what you're selling, if you don't know why you're selling it, if you don't know who you're selling it to, and you're not clear, then it doesn't matter how many followers you have. The engaging followers is what matters the most in knowing how to convert those engaging followers into customers. So over 5 billion people are expected to spend 151 minutes engaging on social media every single day. And those engaging social media users are going to turn into, ready for this number, 153.4 billion in revenue in 2024. So do you see where I'm going with this? It doesn't matter matter how many followers you have. It matters how inviting you are, how much value you give. And when somebody comes to your social media, when they come to your Instagram bio, when they come to your Facebook bio, do they feel a connection to you? Do they feel like they can learn from you? Do they feel like you're going to keep them excited? You're going to keep them on their toes? And so I'm really excited to be doing this challenge with you guys, because we're going to go step by step how to be inviting, how to pop, and what really matters on your social media right now. So we're going to start with your social media bio. And before I tell you exactly what needs to be in it, we're going to do an exercise today, because it's important that you know who you're helping. Your social media bio and when someone sees your picture, and when someone sees your cover photo, when someone sees your highlights and all of that, like all of that does matter, because it's a very quick way for somebody to make a prejudgment about you. I know that sucks, but people do that. Like, people are going to prejudge your profile. They're going to look at your profile and they're going to be like, I can't see her profile picture. I don't know, like, it's not popping to me. So she's probably not anybody of influence that I should pay attention to. So the very first thing we're going to talk about is your profile picture. Your profile picture needs to pop. If you've ever noticed, I always have a bright color behind my profile picture, and it's always yellow. So if I change the picture, the yellow is still there, because that yellow is a piece of my branding. And so whenever I comment on someone else's posts or on their reels, or I'm sending them a DM or whatever, they're seeing that yellow. That yellow is that brand that pops for me, that sticks. And so the very first thing I want you to do is just pick a color. It's okay if you don't know your branding palette and all those things. We're going to talk more about that, but let's talk about what color you're going to choose that's going to make you pop. Okay. We'll leave a template here. You can just go into Canva, honestly, and you can just do profile photo that pops. And then you can literally just take your photo and put it over there and make it pop. What's that color that you're going to use? We're going to talk about colors. We're going to talk about language with colors and the psychology of colors and all of that stuff throughout this challenge. So stay tuned. But I need you, number one, I need you to fix your profile picture right now and make it pop. Now, please don't put your cat in there. Please don't put your dog in there. And why I say that is because it needs to be you. You are what people are buying. They're buying you, your values. They're buying what you believe in. They're buying who you are. They're buying where you're going. They're buying your vision. That photo needs to be you, period. Now, the only exception is if you're a brand like Coca-Cola. If you're a Coca-Cola brand, then it doesn't need to be a picture of you. The brand is Coca-Cola, right? So if you're watching this and you're like,
Okay, I'm not a marketer. I am an actual digital agency or marketing agency.
then I get it. Then yes, but it still needs to be a bright color on your brand that people can relate back to you. I want you to think of your profile picture right now as like your logo on social media. And it's really important that we don't change that 50,000 times and change it up, because then people won't have that consistency of knowing it's you when you show up in their comments or in their DMs. The second piece is we want to be relatable. In order to be relatable, you need to know who you are, who you help, and how you help them. And I know you've heard this a million times. And I know that sometimes we think it's, okay, this is the product I sell, and this product helps people do this. So this is what needs to be talked about in my bio. Yes and no. We want to think relatable. So I want you to write down, what are 5 things that make you laugh? What are 5 things that make you mad? What are 5 things that you love? And what are 5 things that you love to learn? And all of those things, I want you to come back now to your product that you sell, and I want you to match it. So here's an example. Let's say one of the things that makes me laugh is memes about teenagers rolling their eyes, but I sell mental wellness product. I want to find a way to bring in that. So here's the example. What makes me laugh about teenagers? What also makes me nuts about teenagers? Laugh and nuts. So like you've got the opposite. So what makes me laugh is when I see another mom, doing a reel or a meme, and they're literally, making fun of their teenager who's driving them bonkers. On the other side, the teenager is driving them bonkers. I have this product that will help them not be bonkers. So you see what I'm saying? Like, it will all fit, but I need you to write down those relatable things. So what are 5 relatable laughs? What are 5 relatable mads? What are 5 relatable learns? And then think of the opposite on the other side, okay? So if it's really, really funny, it really frustrates me. It's really, really sad, it makes me really, really happy. Like, do both sides, okay? This is an exercise that's gonna help you really identify what makes your social media pop. Those are your 2 homework assignments. I know they sound really simple, people and it's like, wow, that's it. But yes, because here's the deal. I'm going to take you step by step. I want you to understand the power behind what we're doing. So you don't just go and change it for no reason. You don't change it every freaking week because you think it's not working. It takes time. Think of you, your social media, your profile. I need you to give it a 90-day chance. We need to stamp it for 90 days. We got to test it. We got to tweak it. And yeah, we're going to test and tweak the profile photo. We're going to test and tweak what we're saying in our bio. We're going to test and tweak the link that's in there. Some of you think it's just about your posts, but at the end of the day, if you post something that's really awesome and they come to your social media profile and it's really ugly, it's not going to matter. You're going to lose that credibility. You're going to lose the relatability. You're going to lose that lead because you are not set up to be relatable and attractive. We are going to get into the details of what should be in your bio on Facebook and what should be in your bio on Instagram, what your cover photo, like we're going to walk you through all of these things. So do not stress. We're going to have a check-in. So make sure you come back to the Moms Who Slay Facebook group and you check in every single day. Next, I want to know your wins. I want to know your aha moments. When you have an aha moment, drop it in the group. Let us know so we can celebrate you. If you have questions, drop them in the group. We'll make sure that one of our concierges answers your questions as fast as possible. You have friends that need a social media makeover? Yes, you can still share the social media makeover link with them. They can still register and hop into the group and hop into the challenge. Okay, here's something I'm going to share with you. You all are going to be the very first to hear about Brand Me On Demand. Nobody else is hearing about this, just my healers inside of this Facebook group first. So here's what I want you to know. If you are like me and you're like,
I want to learn the things. I also want to have it done for me and then understand why it was done for me that way.
Instead of me having to try to figure it all out on my own, you absolutely need Brand Me On Demand. And so here's what I'm going to share with you. We're only going to have a certain amount of people that we allow into the beta testing of Brand Me On Demand, because that's what we're calling this. The very first phase of Brand Me On Demand is strictly beta. What does this mean? It means I'm ready to share everything I've done to create a multiple seven-figure brand. I see so many people out there reselling courses, master resale rights, doing digital marketing and selling products and affiliate marketing, but there's no systems of how you are going to keep those sales coming in. Whether you're selling a network marketing product or an affiliating product, there's no systems that are in place for you. And so what we've done is we've created a new program called Brand Me On Demand, where we help you 2 hours a day, workshop style, keep your brand on autopilot, keep it popping, and we brand you from scratch. So if this is something that you're like, I don't know my niche, I want to be able to sell more courses to more people and not just have my first 3 to 5% that buy from a post that I make, this is something you absolutely want to apply for. So if you're like, I want to be branded from scratch, I'm ready to invest, I'm ready, Marina, I want you to tell me my content strategy, I want you to make my mission statement, I want your team to do all of my logo and my color palette and my bio and all of those things for me, and I want to work with you for the next 12 months on email marketing, on text marketing, on SEO, on blogging, on all the things to grow your social media so you can make sales on autopilot and make more sales daily and connect with new leads so it's not just the 3 to 5%. Apply, and Melinda or Marissa will be reaching out to you to schedule a time to see if this is for you. Now, if you're not ready to invest at all, just keep going through this challenge. This challenge will be awesome for you. You can figure it out on your own. This is a do-it-yourself free challenge that we're doing. But if you want it done for you, I highly suggest that you get in on the beta of Brand Me On Demand, because once those spots are taken, it's over. I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow for day 2. Have an awesome day.